رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين وللمتقين والجنة للمتقين والنار للملحدين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا والآخرين نبينا أبي القاسم محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
أما بعد فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه المبين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا إكراه في الدين صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
Before everything, I would like to give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created this whole entire world and who created us and gave us the tawfiq to come here to this majlis and talk about those five that whom he created this whole world for. बेदम यही तो पांच हैं मकसूद कायनात बेदम यही तो पांच हैं मकसूद कायनात खैरुन निसा हुसैन और हसन मुस्तफा
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجه.
So in the beginning, I read a ayat from the Holy Quran, and that is Surah Baqarah, ayat number 256, and the translation is, there is no compulsion in religion. These words are more than just a statement. They are a reminder that Islam is not a religion of force, it's a religion of choice, and it's a very peaceful and comforting religion in which we can do compassion and integrity. Islam teaches us to embody these values, to have such a good character that when people look at us, they think, well, Islam has to be such a good religion because the followers of Islam are so peaceful and kind. So your actions and character should be, when people look at you, they think Islam is an amazing religion. So today I will be focusing on life as a Shia Muslim girl in here in America. You know, we live in a very diverse society where people from all ethnicities, all backgrounds, all cultures are here. And diversity is something that is very celebrated. But for us as Shia Muslim girls, it's a little more complicated. It's not always that simple. Living in a society means more than just existing or being included. It's when people don't understand your beliefs, when people don't understand your religion, your culture. And people ask, why do you cry during Muharram? And why do you wear black for so many days? And I'm sure we've all been through, that's Muharram, why are you not at school? Why are you guys still celebrating it or still mourning over it after 1400 years? So long ago, why does it still matter? But for us, Karbala is not just an event of the past that, it already happened, let it go. It's a living truth, a tragedy, a fire that still burns in our hearts. What happened in Karbala was not just a tragedy, it was a stand against corruption, against oppression, against injustice, and moral decency. While Imam Hussain alayhi salam rose with courage, it was Bibi Zainab salam alayha who carried his message to the world. Salam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجه.
We all know what's happening in the world, and we know that in this world, girls and females are usually told to soften their beliefs and, be quiet. But in a world like this, we look to Bibi Zainab. She saw her loved ones getting martyred. She was taken prisoner. She was taken around in the bazaars of Kufa and Sham. She stood in the court of Yazid, the very tyrant who had, martyred her whole family. But she was not scared, she did not tremble, she stood proud and tall, and she proudly said that all I saw was beauty. I saw nothing but beauty. This is what we take from Bibi Zainab. We should learn that Bibi Zainab teaches us that our voice is not our weakness, it's our power. She teaches us that dignity comes not from comfort, but from holding on to the truth. When the world tried to silence her, she spoke more than ever. And now we know that because of her sermons and because of her powerful voice, we are here. This whole Azadari and this whole majlis was because of her sermons and the Chote Imam sermons.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajil farja.
And then we look at another powerful female, Bibi Sakina, who was just a young girl, but she was so strong that she suffered so much, so much, beyond her imagination. She was denied water, dragged from the tent, her earrings got snatched, she was slapped by all the bad people. But did she die down from that? No, she stayed strong. Yet, in Bibi Sakina, we find a strength that humbles us. In her silence, we find a cry that still shakes the skies. She shows us that even the youngest among girls, and this is the reason I chose Bibi Sakina and Bibi Zainab, so then we can relate to them and look at them as our role models, because they are, of course, the best of the role models. So she shows us that even the youngest among us can teach the world about patience, love, and loyalty. Now, looking back at when I was talking about the questions people ask about, we're Shia Muslim girls, why do we do this, why do we do this? Well, we cry not because we are weak, but because we are taught to feel, never become numb to injustice. We wear black not because we dwell in sadness, but we remember the light that was once there. And we remember Karbala not because we're stuck in the past, but because its values still shape our future. As Shia girls, we face questions, misunderstandings. Sometimes it's hard to explain why we hold on so tightly to this pain, to this Azadari, to Imam Hussein's whole story. Well, but in these moments we remember Bibi Zainab, who refused to let Karbala be forgotten. This was her dream. It was Bibi Fatima, salam alayhi's dream.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wajil farja.
We remember Bibi Sakina, whose suffering became a symbol of innocent faith. When the world tells us to let go of our identity, to let go of this pain, we should be holding it on tighter. When the world tells us to forget our history, we should be speaking about it even more. Because every time we choose truth over ease, modesty over trend, remembrance over ignorance, we are walking in their footsteps, in our Bibi's footsteps. Karbala was not just a battlefield, it was a classroom. And our biggest teachers are Bibi Zainab and Bibi Sakina. They showed us that even in chains, they were so free as long as that they stood with truth. So yes, being Shia Muslim girls in a world is not always simple or easy. There are days of loneliness, there are days of misunderstanding. I'm sure you guys all understand, you all sisters understand what I'm trying to say. It's hard living in such a world with our faith. But then we remember the legacy of Bibi Zainab and Bibi Sakina. We find strength, we find meaning, we find purpose. We are not just girls in black, we are the continuation of Karbala. We are the daughters of resilience. We are the voice that Yazid cannot silence. And through the lives of Bibi Zainab salam alayha and Bibi Sakina, we will continue to live with this dignity, speak with courage, and walk proudly with the path of justice, truth, and unwavering faith. Because what they did around 1400 years ago was so powerful. And you all know all the hardships they went through. आप जानते हैं कि आज 20 मुहर्रम है और आज इमाम हुसैन का 10 दिन हो चुके हैं कि जब तमाम अहले बैत, तमाम आदमी, सब शहीद हुए। उसी दिन बीबियों की रिदाएं छीनी गई। बीबी सकीना को तमाचे लगे, उनके गौहर छीने गए, मगर उन्होंने क्या किया? मजबूत रहे। बीबियों, आप सब जानते हैं कि बीबी ज़ैनब कूफे की शहजादी थी, वो अली की बेटी जो कूफे में प्राउडली चला करती थी, जिसके एक तरफ मौला अब्बास بے کجاوا اونٹوں پہ وہ پھر رہی اور جس شہر کی وہ کبھی شہزادی ہوا کرتی تھی اب اسی شہر کے بازاروں میں وہ پھرائی جا رہی ہے. یہی نہیں، جو ناکوں پہ سامنے سر نظر آتے ہیں، امام حسین کا سر نظر آتا ہے، اور قافلہ سالار بھی بس چوتھے امام ہیں جو خود زنجیروں میں، بیڑیوں میں، توکے گرابار پہ ہیں. بیویاں روتی ہیں مگر رونے پہ بھی پابندی ہے. اونٹوں کو دوڑایا جاتا ہے، بیویوں کی گودوں سے بچوں کو گرایا جاتا ہے، تازیانے برسائے جاتے ہیں، مگر بیوی اپنی مشکلات کو روتی نہیں ہے. روتی ہیں تو بس فقط کہتی ہیں یا حسین کی صدا برپا ہے کہ یا حسین تم 3 دن کے پیاسے کربلا میں شہید ہوئے. یہ 10 دن بہت مشکل ہے بیویوں کے لیے. آپ ذرا تصور کیجئے کہ وہ بیویاں، جیسے میں نے کہا، جن کے اراؤنڈ ہمیشہ لوگ ہوتے تھے، ہمیشہ مولا حسین، مولا عباس ہوا کرتے تھے، اب وہ بیوی ایک دن میں گارڈ ہونے سے اب وہ عباس بن گئی ہے. اور جیسے میں نے کہا، کہتی ہے تو بس یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین. بی بی ہمارا پرسہ قبول کریں اور بی بی فاطمہ ہمارا پرسہ قبول کریں. امام زمانہ ہمارا پرسہ قبول کریں. ماتم حسین.